Hey guys, Rachel here, founder of Skill Builders Blog. Today, let's talk about how to turn events into enrollment snowballs. So, specifically, selling blocks of time versus snowballs. I'm going to focus here in this presentation. I'm going to focus on birthday parties, but the same concept, the same ideas can be used for things like inflatable play days, indoor playground, like all of those extra little paper visit type things that you do can also be structured to follow this type of a mindset and goal. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is revenue potential for selling blocks of time. Spoiler alert, you have limited time. And so if you are selling time, what else is limited? You are also limited in your revenue potential. So let's look a little bit at that revenue potential and kind of see a little bit more detail. Now, I want you to keep in mind, as I give you number examples, I am simply using round numbers for the purpose of explaining the thought process. And so if your zip code is 90210, you are going to have a different price point than somebody who is in a more rural area or somewhere where the cost of living is a fraction of that. All right, revenue potential if you sell blocks of time. Let's talk about it. So let's suppose you've got a smaller gym, you are doing one party at a time, and you've got a 10 o'clock party, you sell that block of time for $250. There's a 12 o'clock, a 3 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, and then a 4 o'clock. So you've booked 4 back-to-back parties on this particular day. You brought in $250 per time slot per block of time. So let's talk about that total revenue potential. It's only $1,000, $1,000 gross revenue, guys. It is really hard to reach a happy profit point at just $1,000 per day. So now let's talk about that total revenue potential and what we think about it. How is that going to affect the actual service that you offer? So you get a couple of young coaches to work during those blocks of time. They do minimal work and they receive minimal compensation because, let's be honest, we're talking about $1,000. You've got to pay them to work, and we haven't even talked about the electricity and insurance yet. Okay, so here we are. We've got our gross revenue. We have paid out $210 in wages. That only leaves us with $790 at the end of the day. A little less than $800. That's not stellar. So let's talk about that. We are going to take that equation, we're going to tuck it up here in the corner, and then we're going to move on to option number 2. And that is revenue potential for the party snowball. I love a snowball, absolutely. So let's keep working on that. So now what we're going to do is we're not selling a block of time. We're going to sell a package and charge a premium price for that party package. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to add value with bonuses that cost you little to nothing, okay? And we're going to be able to hire staff that shows off your program quality, which is going to convert party guests into class and camp customers. Stay with me. The good part is coming up. Here we go. So we're going to start off with our snowball at the top of the hill. Let's say that you book a party package at $300. And I'm going to remind you that in some areas, $300 okay for a party. In some areas, you need to be charging $1,200 for the same party package. Okay. So just keep in mind that these numbers are for the purpose of illustrating the concept. All right, so you book a party package, it's $300. Let's see where this snowball is going to lead us. So as part of that party package, you include invitations. The host sends out 20 branded invitations. And at that party, because it's so well thought out and so awesome, at that party, you get 5 prospects, and 2 of those prospects enroll in class or camp right there at the party. Guys, that's not unusual if you have a fantastic party. So now you've brought in another $360 right there on the spot. Let's see what else we're doing. So we're also going to hand out Parents' Night Out special offer postcards as the kids leave, and you get 2 of those party kids, 2 students, to sign up for Parents Night Out. So bam, you just got $40 in next week's Parents Night Out as well. And it's a fabulous party. So the host is going to take pictures and post those pictures on social media. You're going to pick up 3 new social media followers as a result of those fantastic photos that are being circulated online. I did not add an actual monetary value to that, but I think we can all agree that that's a good thing. All right, so now you've had the party, the host is happy. You're going to follow up with that party mom with a survey. Hey, fill out this survey. Tell us what you loved about the party, what we can do better. And you're going to get a free voucher to our upcoming cartwheel clinic. I mean, everybody loves cartwheels, right? So that party mom brings her mom to the cartwheel clinic and also brings a friend who pays full price. So now you've got $15 in the cartwheel clinic as well. And also, great party. Everybody's impressed. Little Susie, who came to the party, has a party coming up in 2 months. So they book their own party. Now you've got another $300. So the revenue potential for this one snowball is over $1,000 at this point. So let's see what happens when you book several of those back to back in one day. So we've got our first one, we've got our 10 o'clock, we've got our 12 o'clock, we've got 2 o'clock, and then say 4. And so we are doing snowballs all day long, and we are going to end up with not $1,000, but just over $4,000. Let's see how that compares to before. So we've got this little equation that we tucked up in the corner. Let's revisit it. So we went from $1,000 gross revenue to just over $4,000 in that day when we changed the way we thought about birthday parties and how we do that. So even if you have what I call a dud party, you come out better than selling blocks of time. And what I mean by that is not that it was a bad party, like we are not doing bad parties. But when I say dud, I mean that from your perspective, meaning you had a party where maybe only 10 kids came. Maybe you didn't make any major sales during that party. But even if that happens, isn't it nice to have that healthy margin where even if that happens, you are better off than what you would have been if you had simply sold blocks of time and you had minimally skilled instructors leading those blocks of time. So now you can afford to hire dependable, good instructors to run parties and show off your program quality. So guys, it's all about having a new mindset and putting the system in place. So I want to thank you so much for watching and listening today. Also, if this idea of the snowball, the event snowball, really appeals to you, but you feel a little bit overwhelmed about creating all of this from scratch at your gym because you're just doing so much right now, I want to tell you at skillbuildersblog.com how gymnastics parties create profit. You will see the URL on your screen. I have a birthday biz booster course, which basically gives you instructional videos and all of the downloads that you need to get started with your own party system so that it's done for you and you don't have to create all of that from scratch. So feel free to visit that. At the time of this video, the course was super duper on sale. And so it may be worth checking out if you like to save time and make things easy for yourself. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. Wishing you the best. Now go be the blessing that you are. Take care.